Hello everyone, Alon the International Cruiser here.
And it's time to check in for the Royal Caribbean cruise. In this video, we'll go over the check-in process and share a few tips you should pay attention to. A short intro and let's get started. First of all, open the Royal Caribbean app after you've installed it on your phone. You'll need to use the app during the cruise itself, so you'll need it anyway. That's why I recommend downloading it as soon as possible. When you open the Royal Caribbean app, you land on a general home screen. If you tap the check-in button at the bottom of the page, you'll reach a screen that counts down the time until you can check in for the ship. If the date has passed and you still haven't started the check-in, you'll see a screen stating that you must arrive at the ship at least 90 minutes before departure, but you won't find a button to actually perform the check-in. So what should you do? At the top of the screen, there are 3 buttons. The one on the right is an icon of a person. Click on it and you'll be taken to a central page where you'll find a blue button under the check-in heading with the text Start Check-in. Of course, click on it and you'll reach a general page that includes instructions regarding the health regulations on the ship. On this page, there is another blue button to continue the check-in process. After you click on it, you'll arrive at a page that summarizes all the check-in processes. You need to go through them one by one so that you get a green check mark for each step. Please note, a very important tip, even if you don't have all the details or don't have time to fill in all the information at every stage, it's recommended to log in and start the check-in process as soon as it becomes available to you. That's because the most important step for you should be choosing your arrival and boarding time for the ship. Click on Arrival Time, the second step in the process, and on the page that opens, select your arrival time at the port. Please note that the number of spots available for each time slot is limited, and once a slot is full, you will no longer be able to choose that time. If it's important for you to board the ship early, and for example, it is important to me, this way you at least start your vacation earlier and can enjoy the ship even before it leaves the port. Another advantage of boarding the cruise ship early is that there are things you can only book after boarding, and for those as well, the number of spots is sometimes limited. In any case, after you have selected your arrival time, click the blue Submit button and the time you chose will be locked in, allowing you to proceed to the next steps of the check-in process. Return to the first step. There, you will need to enter personal details such as your passport and take a photo of yourself using your phone, as well as provide information about your country of origin, your loyalty club member number if you have one, your address, an emergency contact phone number in your home country which the ship's crew will use in case something happens to you during the cruise, and finally a credit card for expenses. If you wish to pay in cash on the ship, you can change this after you board. And finally, of course, you confirm the cruise's terms and conditions. The second step in the check-in process is your arrival time, which I hope you have already filled in. The third step will only open one day before the cruise itself and includes a health declaration. Things like that you don't have a fever, that you feel well, and so on. Please note that if there are several people under your reservation, you need to complete all the steps for each of them. But most importantly, right at the beginning, go in one after the other for each person in your reservation and lock in an arrival time for all the members of your group. Another tip that's recommended, download the Royal Caribbean app to the phones of all participants. As I mentioned, the app is used on the ship for various purposes and you can connect and use it even if you don't have an internet package from the ship simply by connecting to the ship's Wi-Fi. During the cruise, you can view updates in the app, restaurant menus, your schedule, as well as other activities available on the ship. Additionally, the app offers an option to communicate with other passengers during the cruise. At first, Royal made this option available to all passengers. Today, this is a paid option, but perhaps at some point they will open it up freely to everyone again. Also, I heard a rumor that in certain cases, it is possible to send messages when using an Apple phone, even without the package, but I haven't tried it myself, and it's possible that even if it was possible, Royal managed to block it at some point. That's it. You've checked in for everyone. If you found this video informative, I would appreciate it if you gave it a like. Also, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and click the bell. That way you won't miss any videos. So where do we go from here? Click on one of the following videos. At the top, you can find the video that YouTube thinks is most suitable for you, and below it, you can find the latest video uploaded to the channel so you can stay as up to date as possible. you.